Hey guys, it's Peace Gaming and welcome back to my channel. If you're returning and if you're new to the channel, welcome, and we are back with another video. So this video is on the expansion pack that's coming out very soon, the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack, which is coming out on the 5th of June. I'm basically reviewing the live stream of that happened, I think it was about a week ago now, and yeah, I decided to split this video into two. This video is mainly going to be about what's coming to the base game with the base game update, especially if you're not getting the expansion pack. There are a few things that's still coming to, you know, anyone that has the base game. Basically, if you have the Sims, you're gonna get this, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be talking about in this video, and then the next video I post after this about the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack would be the main greedy of what we're getting from that pack. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, so we're just gonna get into it. I know that my video is pretty late. I'm sure you've seen more videos out there of, you know, especially the much more bigger YouTubers showing their reviews and all that good stuff. The people that had early access to the game as well were able to play around with things and stuff. Obviously, I don't have early access, but I did a bit of research, you know, watched the live stream and, you know, went on Twitter and all that good stuff. So I was able to get a few screenshots and a few details and obviously videos from the live stream to show you guys. If you guys want to watch the full live stream, I'm going to leave the link to that video in the description box down below. So let's just get into my review of the base game update. So first of all, let's just start with in the Buildin By Mode. So now we can, I know a lot of builders are excited about this. I'm still trying to, you know, get into the building spirit. My building skills are not there yet, but you know, they're improving. But I mean, now you can freely place windows and doors on your buildings by holding the Alt key. And honestly, even though I don't build houses, like, I still place doors and I still place windows and I still move a few things around. So this is a blessing, because when your doors are not centered, it gets on your nerves, because you're just looking at it, it's like, that's not right. But yeah, anyways, moving on. So we also have things changing with the objects information, just a little slightly. There really isn't much change, but something's been added to it. So first, in the wallpaper section, you now have objects in that section that have environmental gain on them. So the wallpapers have like environmental gain in levels. So some wallpapers, like for example, this hand-painted wallpaper has a minor environmental gain of 1, and then some of them have 2. The more fancier wallpapers, the numbers are higher and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what's coming. We also have something about the eco footprint as well. So the clean room wallpaper, I think the clean room wallpaper has the eco footprint of green. So you I'm guessing that obviously this helps with your eco footprint and you're giving out to your environment if you have eco lifestyle. If you don't have eco lifestyle, then I don't really think it's gonna really affect your game like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. But yeah, let's just move on. So secondly, objects can now be affected, or can now affect power and water consumptions. So some objects will have like a higher power consumption. So for example, like a cheaper TV would have a higher power consumption than a lower power consumption than a more expensive TV, because obviously the more expensive or the bigger they are, then the more power they will need. So yeah, and also we have water consumption ratings as well, the same deal as well. Either maybe it's a shower or a sink or something, then obviously the less power the less water is wasted and all that stuff. But yeah, that's literally just the main thing when it comes to the object information that has changed. Obviously that would also affect the reliability of the objects as well. And for this to take effect in your game, you might need to enable it in your game options. I'm not sure if it comes automatically enabled, but if it doesn't, you can enable it in your game options. And when you enable it, it allows, like it says here, if enabled, architectural elements such as wallpaper, flower patterns, roof materials, doors, windows, pools, fountains, trees, and many more will grant effects to gameplay elements like environmental score, eco footprint, and utilities. Check the tools tips for each item that will to see what effects they might apply. So obviously when you go to Buildin By Mode, then you can see how the effects are going to apply to your game. So moving on, we are moving on to off the grid lot trait. So I believe off the grid has been in the game for a minute now, but it's been revamped a bit. So the description of off the grid lot trait is that this lot is not connected to the utility grid, and most objects that use power or water will not function as expected. Can your sim survive without the comforts of plumbing and electricity? Natural living does have its advantages, such as no utility bills. So that's basically the whole idea of the grid lot trait. So if you have that in your lot, then you can mainly only use like things that don't require electricity and plumbing and all that stuff. Yeah, and there's also a new functionality in the sorting tab in build mode to do with the off the grid lot, off the grid trait or whatever. So now you can filter your items in your Buildin By mode to show only items that can be used off the grid. So ladders, I know everyone's excited about the ladders, like everyone's been talking about it since everyone found out, like yeah. So the ladders come in handy if you want to save space, especially if you love building tiny homes and stuff, then ladders are would help you because stairs take up space in the Sims. But yeah, so the classic wooden ladder is what we'll be getting in the base game. However, there is different colors of that classic wooden ladder, but if you get the expansion pack, you would get a different type of ladder as well. You can use the ladders indoors, outdoors. You can use it on separate floors, or you can use it from the ground floor all the way to the maybe if you had 5 floors, for example, all the way to the 5th floor, and you don't have to break it in between floors, which I thought was quite handy. If you wanted to do a fire escape outside or something like that, then yeah. The animation for the ladders is just you can climb up, you can climb down, and you can also slide down. And if you've seen my last video, you would heard me say that the Sims can slide down. I didn't even think it was gonna come as an animation because obviously we haven't seen the live stream. I just saw it, I just noticed, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting, that's fun. And I'm so happy that it actually comes as an animation and that we can choose to ask them to slide down. Moving along, we have bills. I'm trying to get through this as fast as I can because I don't want the video to be too long. But yeah, so if you click on your mailbox, you would get an option that says show bills information, and you basically get a full breakdown of your bills, and basically it looks like an invoice, which I thought was interesting because I love how it just shows you where your money is coming out of, how you're using your water or your electricity or all that stuff, so you can know, oh, my bills are high, this is why. It makes the game more realistic, I guess you could say. But yeah, I really like that feature that's coming. The only downside to this is that you can't really use the power and water section, so the saving and the storing and the selling of power and water, because you need the eco lifestyle pack for that to function. But you can, obviously, if you have base game, it's just nice to have the whole bills and utilities and all that stuff, but you just can't sell and store water and electricity. I'm just gonna go through the left side. So your lot taxes, that's basically based on the value of all your objects on your lot and your lot's value as well. Yeah, so moving on, power, obviously power bill is based on the amount of power consumed and produced while using electrical objects around the house for the whole week, because you get your bills weekly. The water bill is based on the amount of water consumed and produced while using plumbing objects throughout the week. Other taxes are from unpaid services, fees, and additional bills. And then the tax breaks and penalties are additional tax and credits potentially derived from various gameplay elements, including lot rates, SIMS rates, items on lot, and many more. So yeah, like I actually love how they give you a description of what each bill means and stuff, so you can understand, okay, this is where my money is coming from. And yeah, I really like the detail that they put into the features that are coming into the base game, because this is a lot, even that's even without getting the expansion pack. So yeah, this is great. So moving along to the inventory. So obviously inventory has been upgraded. I feel like I'm saying revamped and upgraded a lot in this video, but that's literally what it is. Like we're not really getting too much that is new for the base game update, but we are getting revamped of what has already been there, which is nice. So with inventory, you can now categorize items in the inventory. You can now filter your items in the inventory, which is nice, because especially if you have a lot in your home, and going through all the stuff in your inventory can be quite annoying. So now that you can filter and just like choose what you want to see, so like the different filters are like books, collectibles, consumables, gardening, home and skills, special items, sim crafted, and many more. I couldn't even screenshot, but yeah, there's so many options, which is nice. And yeah, I don't know, I really like this new feature in the inventory. Like you can do so much more now with it, and you can now multi-select items as well. So this helps if you need to like sell an item, if you need to move an item, or just it really helps. And oh, I forgot to mention favorites. Multi-select also helps with favorites as well. You can now favorite a few items in your inventory, which is really nice, because then if you could favorite the things that you use a lot in your inventory, so instead of having to scroll through and stuff, you could just go to your favorites and you can just find what you're looking for. You can also sort. There's so much that you can do now with the inventory. Before, it was just a place where your stuff, if you want to save some store some stuff, you just put it in and that's it. But now I love how there's so much more you can do with it. Now you can sort through your items by name, price, filter by crafted quality, gardening quality, freshness, and rarity, which yeah, like I actually love this. I mean, it's like there's nothing else to say about it. Like once you start playing the game with it, I feel like you would see that, oh wow, we actually needed this. But yeah, lastly, the last thing that's coming into the game update is NPCs. So we're getting 2 new-ish. I wouldn't say it's new entirely, because obviously we've had firefighters and repo men before, but we're getting it in a Sims 4 finally. So obviously, if you have Discover University, then you will already have the Repo Man NPC in your game. They basically show up at your home lot if you don't pay for your college tuition on time, or they will repossess your stuff, and they were only functional obviously for that purpose in the game. But now we can use it, obviously, even if you don't have Discover University, now you can actually have them in your game. Now the function is that if you owe money or you didn't pay your bills on time, they're gonna show up to your home lot. First of all, you would get your power or your water cut off first, and then after that, then the Reaper Man will show up at your house and collect all your valuables and basically, yeah, which is great for gameplay and stuff. So yeah. The other NPC that's coming back to The Sims 4 is firefighters. Firefighters are back, and I am excited. I need everyone to. Just before I forget, while I was on Twitter before I started this recording this video, it looks like burglars are coming back, but they're coming back in a way where it's like through action plans. So if you have eco lifestyle, you probably get burglars, but I don't think they're coming back to base game. I'm still trying to figure out how that's working, because I just glanced through it and stuff. But I think they're coming back, so which is fun. We just need police to come back. We need so many NPCs to come back, like honestly. But anyways, moving on, moving back to firefighters. So the firefighters are back. So if there's a fire on your lot, you get in the Buildin By mode, there's a new alarm called alerts smoke alarm, and you basically if there's a fire on your lot, if you have the alarm on your lot, then the fire alarm will go off, and automatically 2 firefighters will show up at your lot. And once they put the fire out, you get a compensation from insurance saying that, oh yeah, this is for the loss of whatever item burnt and stuff. So yeah, and then you can also call them. If you don't have a fire alarm on your lot, you can call them and they'll show up. You call them using the call fire department interaction on the phone, and yeah, they'll just show up and put the fire off, and then obviously you get your money from insurance. You can also prank call them. So you can prank call the firefighters, and then they're going to show up on your lot, and if they don't find any fire on your lot, you basically get fined 500 simoleons, which I think is so funny. But yeah, like that's basically the 3 main things firefighters will be doing in the game. So in cast, your sim can wear their own firefighter outfit, and that will also give them a buff that allows them to do more. So as long as they wear the fire suit, they have a better chance of withstanding the effects of the fire, and they'll extinguish the fire successfully. But yeah, I'm so excited. That's everything. That's all the new features that come into the base game update. I hope I covered everything. I hope you guys are excited for the update as I am. I hope you guys are also excited for the expansion pack as I am. I can't wait to record the video for that one and get it out to you guys. I apologize for this coming out so late, but bear with me guys, another one's coming very soon. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified on when I post videos. And also make sure you go back to my previous videos and watch them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye y'all. Peace out.